Welcome in, welcome back. We're the Real Selection Committee. My name's Mike. This is Greg. I'm diving into the big games of week 4. We picked out about 4 or 5 games of this week here. One game I'm really excited to see. It could be for the lead of the Big 12. Texas Tech versus Utah. We were high on Texas Tech. Utah's playing well. This is the 2 undefeated guys here. Utah's favored by 4.5 points, over under 55.5. So how do you see this playing out here?
I believe Texas Tech will cover the 4 points. I do believe this is going to be a high-scoring game. I'd go with the over. I believe Texas Tech gets it done 45-38.
I'm still toting that Texas Tech bandwagon here. I think Texas Tech has the best team. They're a team of mercenaries. They went out, spent some money on the transfer portal. They got mixed in with some kids that returned coming back. Morton, the quarterback, is pretty darn good there.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with my Red Raiders here.
Yeah.
I think they're going to beat them. I think it is going to be a high-scoring game here. I think it's like a 48-41 score here. I think this is going to be a heck of a Big 12 matchup here. All right. Number 9, Illinois. Number 19, Indiana. That's another big game of the week here. The line's at 4.5. Indiana's favored. 52.5 to over-under here. How do you see this game playing out?
Well, it's an interesting game in the fact that in preseason work I did, Indiana came in very highly rated on their defense. And they do have a really nice quarterback to fill in, you know.
Yeah.
So I think they looked a little stronger than what I originally thought on offense. And I don't think Indiana is going to fall too far. But Illinois, in my opinion, has the best offensive line in college football. They got one of the best quarterbacks in college football. Their defense is also very strong, veteran team. I think Illinois is better than Indiana. I think Illinois will go in there and beat Indiana. That's what I think. I think this game is about a 27-21 game, Illinois. I don't know how Indiana can be favored. I don't care that it is in Indiana because Illinois, all the talk's on them. But hey, you know, it is what it is. College football this year, you can't always predict, can we?
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a big game here for that 3rd seed or whatever in the Big Ten here. Two exceptional good quarterbacks, Luke Altmaier for Indiana and Fernando Mendoza for Indiana. This is an exciting game here. I agree with you. Our research, what we studied, Illinois is loaded, right? They have a lot of returning players. The offensive line's all returning here. A lot of their production came back. This is a team here that we are high on, that we think is a possible or can make it into these playoffs. I'm going to go with Indiana or Illinois winning this game. I'm going to go with, I think it was like a 31, 27, 28 score here. So it's right on that spread right there. So it's gonna be close. So I like it in Illinois winning this game here.
Yes, I do too.
So let's go with the next game here. It's another Big Ten matchup. This is what I call the dark horse game here. This is the game here where I feel that whoever wins this game, if these other teams ahead of them slip and lose a couple games and fall down, this team's right there in the mix of getting into the playoffs. Michigan travels to Nebraska here. Kind of an interesting game here. We got Bryce Underwood, who was the big recruit coming in this year against Riola. Riola's been there a couple years. He's a good quarterback here. How do you see this game playing out here?
This game is going to be very interesting. And, you know, we talked about Michigan having a lot of weak teams on their schedule. This isn't one of them.
Yeah.
This is a game that Michigan's going to have to do everything they can to win. I think Michigan should be favored. I think Michigan is slightly better than Nebraska. I think Michigan has a good football team, but I think Nebraska is very capable of beating Michigan, especially in Nebraska where this game is. And I believe Michigan, I think, will get it done. Let's go 25-17-ish type game. I think Raiola is the better quarterback here. Let's pump the brakes on Underwood.
Yeah.
Underwood is a very good athlete. He's a young kid. He has to keep progressing. He struggled with Oklahoma. Okay, he looks really good against the smaller, not as good teams. Not trying to take away from him because they've played 2 other FBS teams and they've looked very good against those 2. Nebraska's a different animal. Okay, let's see what happens. We think Michigan's defense can put Nebraska into being a one-dimensional game or team. Michigan better hope that Nebraska isn't capable of shutting Justice Hayes down. Because if they are, they're going to have to rely on Underwood's arm. And maybe Underwood can get it done. I'm not trying to say the kid's bad. He's a young kid. But Nebraska, if you want to win this game, do everything to shut Justice Hayes down. Load up that line of scrimmage. Force Underwood to beat you.
Yeah. Michigan's favored by 3 points in this game, and you hit the nail on the head. That was my X factor into this game here, is not Bryce Underwood. It's Justice Haynes.
Yes.
This kid can run the ball. He's explosive. He's been tearing it up since he came to Michigan from Alabama. He's been putting up big numbers up on the board. I agree. And then Michigan's defense is the other X factor in this game here. Michigan's defense is fast, attacking, big, strong.
Capable.
And can they stop Raiola? You said Raiola has the most experience out of these 2, obviously. I'm going to go with Michigan winning this game. I think it's going to be like a 28-21 score here. But I could also see Nebraska sneaking in and upsetting this game.
Absolutely.
Very easily.
Absolutely.
I mean, Nebraska's a good team here. I agree, but I'm going to go with Michigan winning this game.
Hey, Raiola's a star in the making.
Yes.
Okay, and Michigan is not untouchable. Okay, so this can go either way. We do think Michigan's a little bit better team. They should win, but that doesn't mean they will.
Right. Yep. Next game we want to look at here is Florida versus Miami. This is a big game here. Can Florida right that ship? Can Lagway forget about what he did last week? Can he move forward? And this Miami's defense is going to put the test to him to see how good of a quarterback he is here.
You know, this game, if it were in the pros, you would say this is a sucker game. Because Miami's going to walk in there looking like they should just eat Florida up. Right. Listen, Florida, get your head out of your butt and do something. I have you finishing high, and you've let me down. Okay, this game's going to be a really good football game, I think. Florida has took it on the chin the last 2 weeks. I do not think that means they're a bad football team. They're in a little bit of disarray. Got to get it cleaned up. This game is kind of tough for me to pick because right off the surface, you want to take Miami and you want to take Miami big.
Well, let me tell you, it's 9.5 is the spread here, so it's a big spread. They're not giving Florida any faith here.
If I want to be silly, I think Florida wins the game.
Florida wins.
Florida wins. You know why? I don't like that spot. Because you know what? Every time we look at a game and say, "Oh, that's a cakewalk," Florida or Miami easy. What happens?
Yeah, I mean, to me, 2 good quarterbacks here.
Yes.
Lagway's just got to get his mojo back here. He's got to get back into this. That 5 interception was a bad game. Let's have a quick short-term memory here. Let's move forward. Florida, we thought, has good receivers.
They do.
Good defense. They scored high on your defense ratings here.
Yes.
Now they got Jordan Baugh as a running back. He's a good running back here for the Gators. Hurricanes. Carson Beck has looked pretty darn good since he showed up here. He's replaced Cam Ward very nicely.
Yes, he has.
The biggest question here was coming into this year, did Miami do enough on that defensive side? Last year, that was their sore thumb here or whatever, kept them out of getting to where they wanted to be. They gave up leads. They had to come from behind to win games. They lost games they shouldn't have. It was because of this defense. This defense looks a lot better.
Yeah.
And so you like Florida on this game.
Well, let me say it this way. I think Florida covers. I honestly don't think they're going to win. I had to say that because I thought they were something. I'm going to take Miami to win close, really. But here's the one thing I would keep in mind. If Florida cleans it up and plays clean, we know Carson Beck does have a habit of turning the ball over. Whose sillier things have happened. But I got to go with Miami, Florida. I think Miami's righted the ship. And as much as I wanted to take Florida, and in the beginning of the year I thought Florida would eat them up, I don't see it happening now.
Yeah, I got this game as a low-scoring game here. I got Miami winning this, and I got them like I can see this score being like a 24-10. I'm worried about the mindset of DJ Lagway in this game. You know, he's not going to throw 5 interceptions in this game, but
You'd hope
he's
not.
looking a little lost out there. He's not believing in himself here. The workman-like offense that Miami's putting out there with them studs on the defense, I got Miami beaten, and I got them covering that spread here.
Well, it's going to be a great game. If Florida has any chance of doing anything, they have to right the ship right now.
Yeah.
But that's a tall order against a really good Miami team.
Yeah. So the last game we want to talk about is Baylor versus Arizona State here.
Yes.
Arizona State here. This could be the representative of one half of this Big 12 here. The loser of this, we're writing them off almost. Yeah. Arizona's got to pull this together here. We liked Arizona coming into this year. All these kids coming back. This is going to be a tough game. Baylor's one of those scrappy teams that we feel is a good team. What a good game here. How do you see this game?
Well, I'll tell you what, it is a really good game. There'll be a lot of fireworks. Both these teams had a high expectations coming into the season. And, we're in the week 4, and one of them could be counting for next year already. Now, Big 12 is up and down. It's a train wreck. Anything can happen. So we don't want to go and say fully that loser's out, but the loser's way behind the 8 ball because they'll have lost to this team, which is one they'd have to jump over. We know Iowa State is still undefeated, like you've mentioned previously. We know Texas Tech we're both very high on, and they did a lot of work in the offseason.
And you got Utah.
And Utah is playing better than I thought they would be. So you've got some hurdles that you haven't shown you can get over yet. The winner of this is going to be in pretty good shape. The loser is going to be hurting and probably out. But, it's hard to say that this early.
Yeah, I hate saying that this is a must-win game for one of these clubs here. 2 great quarterbacks, Sam Leavitt for the Sun Devils here with Jordan Tyson's another superstar receiver here. He's like an All-American kid. He's a really good receiver. Baylor has Sawyer Robertson, who all he's done since the season started is to put up 400 yards passing. This kid's got a golden arm here. He throws the ball all over the place. 2.5's the spread here. Baylor's favored. 58.5. I think they're going to smash that 58.5. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game.
Yeah, it might be halftime.
Yeah, right. I'm in the 40s on this game. I'm looking at like a 48-41 here. I think this is going to be an up and down the field here. No defense like the Big 12's known for.
Yeah.
I think these 2 teams are going to light the thing up, but I think Sun Devils are going to get it done. They're going to cover that 2.5.
I think the Sun Devils win as well, but I want to say this. This Sawyer Robertson kid, if he keeps up, he could be throwing his name into that Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
Look, real fast.
Oh, yeah.
He is just
for sure
filling that stat sheet. And, Baylor, you're wasting a golden opportunity with that guy.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Right. Well, that's going to do it. Please like, subscribe. If you enjoy any of this, you like it, just hit the like button. Subscribe. That's easy. That's fun. We enjoy college football. We're doing this because we love it. I'm not getting paid. He's not getting paid. We love doing this because college football is probably the most truest sport out there. These are young kids working as hard as they can to prove something.
Yes.
They love it. We love it. And just like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hit the button. We'll see you next week.
Peace.